Hello everybody, this is Inferno's Games back again for another YouTube video, and today I'm going to be showing you how to properly scrub the ink off of a holographic Pokemon card using nail polish remover, basically acetone. 100% acetone, that's definitely the best way to remove them, in my opinion. You gotta have yourself a pair of gloves unless you don't care about your skin getting ruined by the acetone. It really dries it out. Then you need cotton balls, which you can use Q-tips if you want, but that's gonna take a lot longer. And a holographic card. And definitely something to put it on that isn't gonna ruin the surface below it, or if it was like a piece of cardboard or something. I'm not 100% sure what normal people use, but I like to use paper towel, double stack paper towel. That just works best for me. Today I'm gonna be showing you how to basically scrub your card without actually ruining the back. So what a lot of people do is they scrub their card and then they turn it around and realize, oh, they made the back all white too. So this method is going to eliminate that, hopefully, and so yeah, let's just dive right into it. I'll show you, this is the method that I use personally, and so technically it's not the correct method, but it's just a method I use, so just keep that in mind while doing this. Okay, I got my glove on, I'm ready to go. This might be kind of hard to see, but I'm just going to kind of try to explain it as best as possible during the process. So what I have is actually like a pump squirter, basically, of this remover. You don't want too much on it to start out with. I like to do 2 squirts, but that's just my personal preference. 2 squirts on there, and I just go straight at it right from the middle. Sorry if it's going to be kind of shaky, my table isn't the best setup to do this, but I'll kind of give you a good show here. So right away you can see it's scrubbing that off perfectly, okay? You want to make sure that you don't hit that outer layer here. You see that outer yellow all the way around? You want to make sure you avoid that as good as possible. You're not going to be able to do it perfectly. I wasn't able to do it perfectly either, but after a good amount of effort and some practice, you can get it perfect almost every time. So it's imperative that you avoid that outer layer. So you see, I'm already starting to get some outside here on the paper towel. You want to scoot your card away from any of that because that's actually the acetone where the ink rubbed off from your card onto the paper towel. You want to get it away from that because that right there is actually what ruins the back of the card when you keep scrubbing it here. So let's just go to the other side here. See, the right side is fairly easy, and another thing to keep in mind when you're scrubbing cards, you really want to use a lighter color card. So if you use like a normal type or even trainer cards sometimes are easy. It just all depends on your preference. I like to use electric type. Okay, so now we scrub that whole part. Now what I like to do is I just flip it over. I don't try to scrub the bottom here. I just flip it right over. So now that it's flipped over, I can go at it again. Basically do the same method, except this time I start way at the left. Make sure I don't go past that border there. It's very important to not go past that border. Scrub to about the middle again, like I did last time, and I move it away. Again, you see that little area up here of ink. You don't want it to touch that at all. And while you're scrubbing it, it's really easy to move the card slightly, and that's what keeps that whitening on the back of your card that you want to avoid as best as possible. Okay. All right, so you definitely want a place to dispose of your cotton balls as well. But give you guys a better look here. Let's see. Yeah, you can tell it's just holographic here now. It's kind of stained up, but it's looking good. And if you look at the back, hard to tell here, no whitening on the back, which is really what you're trying to avoid. Any whitening on the back, your card's basically ruined. Okay, let's get on to the next step. So you want to get a new spot on your paper towel. make sure you take a cotton ball, kind of spread it out a little bit so that there's more of like a flatter edge on it instead of a big old round one. I take one spritz from my spray pump here. That's all you need for this outside edge, just one spritz. Then you start going at the outside. Something I learned is that you do kind of the same method as you do normally. You do kind of like just about the edge and you move it off. You gotta make sure you move it off that edge. Go for a corner or something, move it right off that corner. Now we're spinning it around, trying to go to the next side. I like to do the half and half method. That works pretty good for me most of the time. Do half the card just about, scoot it off the area, do the next half. Again, you want to try and make sure that you are keeping your cotton ball with the acetone right on the edge. You don't want to try and rub too hard off the edge because that will get too much ink on there and kind of ruin the back, which is what we're avoiding here. Okay, so we got that about 3/4 of the way there. Now scrub that top there, perfect. One last side here, get the half done. Move it off the area. Oh, I missed a couple spots there. Move it off the area, go to the next spot. Okay, now what we got here is basically completely scrubbed card. And the back is pretty dang nice as well. Okay, now we'll get to the next step. Okay, the next step's pretty easy here. Give it 2 squirts with the squirter again. And basically all this junk on here, which is just leftover ink smear, you want to get off. Since you already scrubbed it, it's pretty easy to get that off. It's just a quick little, kind of like a wipe away. I like to do one side, flip it around, do the other side. Lets you have better control of it. Okay, and now you're seeing it's a lot more clear. Then you just take a clean cotton ball, nothing on it at all, and this wipes away any last smearing, smudging, anything that you can think of right off the top. Okay, and we are good to go. Completely cleaned off card. I will get a better angle in 1 second, and almost no damage to the back. So that's what we're looking for. Okay, I thought we'd start this off with a really cool bokeh effect. Anyway, let's bring that into focus here. And as you can see, this is a completely cleaned off card. Very beautiful in the light. And if we turn it around here, completely clean back. There might be slight bits of whitening, but other than that, this is almost a perfectly cleaned off card. And that is my method on how you clean off these cards without having any issues and making them look professional. Okay, thanks for watching. Tune in next time and maybe I'll show more of my collection or different card making techniques. All right, thanks again. Bye-bye.